Hi. So I recently shipped the MCP server update for Repo Prompt in 1.3, and that gave Claude and other agentic tools that support MCP a whole lot of file editing and code base research, all kinds of tools that any good agent will rely on. Now, what I just shipped today is an update that lets Claude use O3 as a pair programmer going back and forth in the built-in chat, which has been optimized for large reasoning models by efficiently structuring chat context. So it's got chat planning and editing tools built in, and it's quite a capable set of tools, but it's not agentic. So throwing in Claude Desktop, we're able to actually add that agentic outer loop to have Claude work with O3 to do engineering autonomously through the chat functionality. So Claude is able to do research about the code base. So it's going ahead, reading some files, it sees the project, and it's going to go ahead and do some work to ask O3 to implement, there we go, the Chudinovsky algorithm. So I probably butchered that pronunciation. I'm not familiar with it. But basically, Claude is delegating the work to O3. O3 is able to reason. You can inspect it. Didn't reason too long, so I skip through that. So it's able to create the files. It's going to go ahead and do that work there. And O3 is one of the most capable engineering models there is. So it's able to use these efficient tools to the best of its capabilities. Great, it did the work, created the file. Claude can see the result through the chat response. And it's going to it's going to ask it to review the work in a separate chat. So that's very interesting. So let's see. It could have followed up if it wanted to. I think there's some prompting to be worked through to how these models will work, and I think there's lots to discover here. And of course, these tools are a constant work in progress. But I just want to show you all how it's able to do the work of just delegating everything to O3 and following up and doing some cleanup work if it needs to, since it can handle edits autonomously. So what's the reasoning here? And it's cool to be able to see the results as it works. All right. Oh, there we go. Okay. So now Claude is able to read the response. It seems O3 didn't feel like doing any edits, which can happen sometimes. But Claude is able to go ahead and edit the file itself with the changes. Great. Let's see. It's able to just go ahead and do that. And what's interesting, we actually just preview the file and we're able to see the updates as they come in as well. So yeah, let's just let it finish. All right, it's doing some more of the edits itself, and then we'll see how it finishes up the task. All right, almost done there. Great, it's doing. It's trying to do some testing, which if this were in Claude code, that would be totally doable. We're going to add some Python shell scripts, capability to run shell scripts eventually, but right now that's just not supported. All right, let's see. Applied the edits, wrote the validation script. It just keeps going back and forth with testing. So anyway, you get the idea here. So Claude is very capable of using O3 as a edit model. It's able to use all of the tools, update the selection, understands how to provide context to O3. And what's really cool with all this is that the nice UI allows us to kind of inspect what's happening as it's going on. And sometimes you'll see things kind of happen in the UI here before they're done streaming here, because the tool calls happen kind of faster than this chat UI will show. But there you go. So it was able to go ahead and complete our task. We wasn't able to run the validation scripts because we're not in Claude Code and we don't have a tool. But if you have a MCP tool right now, you can add it as well. So right now we've got Repo Prompt there. And yeah, you're able to just kind of see how it's able to explore your code base, chat with O3 or any other model like Gemini, and efficiently use that context window and go back and forth and also read through and switch chats. So it's a very capable system, and I encourage you to try it, and please let me know what you think. So cheers.